Good afternoon and welcome to Ridgedale High School. Today, WSN has a regional championship match for you to review. Teams today, the Africentric Nubians and the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans. My name is Mark Shine. My players do play-by-play. Alongside Mr. Scott Mack. Scott, two teams with great basketball tradition matched up here today. We should have a really good one.
Yeah, we should. Both teams have perennial regional appearances year after year, and you can almost say state appearances and state championships. And so both these programs have been at the top tier of their respective divisions year after year after year, and it should be a battle.
Actually, they matched up a year ago in the state championship game. The Africentric Nubians were able to win that one 58-47, and they do have a long history of playing each other somewhere on the tournament line.
Yeah, right. And we were kind of looking it up, and we noticed that there was several years that either one team has knocked out the other. And, this with the Columbus district that they had, and it used to be that Columbus teams could pick either come north or stay in Columbus. And a few years they'd come north, and a few years they would stay. So it's very different of, when they would come up and when they wouldn't. But, OG has been a perennial regional qualifier year after year for the last several, and they kind of run into each other at the end of the tournament trail.
OG comes in 23-0 on the season. They are 9-0 in the Western Buckeye League. Africentric is 18-7. How about keys to the game, Scott?
Keys to the game is one, tempo. Both teams like to get up and down and like to get after it, right? So when I mean tempo, it's not just offensively, it's also defensively, because both teams want to pressure full court. They want to get after it defensively. I kind of look for the Titans maybe to pull back a little bit on their defensive pressure, and maybe make it more of a three-quarter court, half-court situation, but still they're going to use their defense to get their tempo and use that into transition games, use their defense to transition to easy baskets, and Africentric makes a living on their defense and parlaying that to easy shots on the other end. Number two is controlling the paint. Both teams really like to go get it on the offensive end, and who's going to be able to control the paint and get offensive rebounds to, one, start the fast break, and two, to limit the shots for the other team. And kind of go along with control of the paint is rebound. I think the key to this whole thing is going to be who rebounds best. I think is going to come away with this victory, because you're limiting the shots as well as controlling the tempo in the paint, which was the first and second keys that we talked about.
Africentric, Janika Anderson's team will start number one. Shawnee Little, she's a 5'5" senior. Number three, Faith Martin, also a 5'5" senior. Number four will be Janiyah Bowers, 5'9" junior. Number five will be Javanya Brown, a 5'11" junior. And number 21, Aries Grant, a 5'9" senior. Ottawa-Glandorf, they will go with number three, Olivia Grotehouse, 5'7" junior. Number four, Carson Erford, 5'8" junior. Number five is Carly Brinkman. She's a 5'7" junior. Number 13 is Megan Horseman, 5'4" senior, excuse me. And number 32 is Caitlin Kimmett. She is a 5'11" senior. It's the Nubians, it's the Titans for the right to go to the state tournament next Saturday. It's coming up after this. You're watching high school tournament basketball on WOSN. Welcome back to Ridgedale High School. WOSN here to cover this regional championship matchup, the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans and the Africentric Nubians. Ottawa-Glandorf has been introduced right now. The Nubians have already been introduced to the crowd here today. Our officiating crew, Truman Harsh, Michael Brown, and Alan Davis. The alternate is A.J. Duffy. Scott Magg, here's a surprise. The Ottawa-Glandorf fans have turned out today.
Yeah, that's interesting, right? Some of them are even across the way, too, as well.
It's just a typical the way the community supports the athletic program in this town, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's, that's kind of the fun of growing up where we do up in Northwest Ohio, where a lot of the communities support their high school athletes, no matter if it's football, baseball, basketball, boys sports, girls sports, soccer. I mean, every place up in Northwest Ohio follow, and that's a memory that I'll have for the rest of my life when I played, and I'm sure you do as well. Yep. But that's just such a wonderful thing that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
We'll go center jump. Javanya Brown will be the person in the circle for the Nubians, and she'll match up with number 32, Caitlin Kimmett, for a chance to go to the state semifinal on March 8th at 7 p.m. Ottawa-Glandorf, white uniforms, Africentric, black uniforms with purple trim. It's tipped up in the air, it's banged into the backcourt. Will it be tracked down by Aries Grant, and she will hand off to Janiah Bowers.
Ooh.
This goes to the wing to Shawnee Little.
Yeah.
She okay?
I think she's bleeding.
I think you're right.
She's
we're
she's
going to
bleeding.
get a stop.
She got hit right in the mouth.
Carson Erford.
Yeah.
And she's going to have to leave the game. Hopefully it is just something temporary. She heads to the score, to the bench.
And that's Carson. She was like looking around like, hey, is anybody going to stop this?
Megan Horstman will enter to replace her.
It'll be interesting to see if, I know they get a certain amount of time to see if they can stop it bleeding or not. If not, Megan's kind of sitting here waiting to like, do I come in or not? No, they did get a stop. That's awesome by Jess Michael, the trainer for OG, was able to get it stopped.
Unfortunately, she didn't get anything on her uniform because that would have taken some time as well. Nubians basketball out of bounds. We're just 17 seconds into this one. Jump shot up in the first basket of the game. We'll go to number 21, Aries Grant. Titans right down the floor they come. To the corner it goes. Carly Brinkman into the lane. Kick out. This is Caitlin Grotehouse. Caitlin lost the basketball. Grant heads the other way. Aries Grant goes off glass. The shot won't go, but they'll have free throws.
And I think they might have called that one on the floor. I think Al Davis, no shot.
You are correct. The foul will go to Caitlin Grotehouse. And the inbounder will be Shawnee Little. Grant in the lane. Her shot goes up. And it's tipped back in bounds, but it will end up in Erford's hands.
Nice
Bounce pass.
Oh, good read.
Yes. Just a little miscommunication. Grotehouse was going to flare to the wing, and she thought she was going to the rim.
Carson had a good job. She was open if she just kept going. That was a layup, and that would have been a heck of a pass from the R and the Rockets logo there.
This is Faith Martin with the basketball. Nubians kick it to the wing. Bowers. Back it goes to Martin. Martin tries to penetrate and cannot. Tipped away and run down by Caitlin Grotehouse. Ahead it goes to Carly Brinkman to the wing to Erford. Pull-up jumper, Carson Erford. Nope. Rebound, kick out. Kimmett gets a three. That one goes hard. 90 seconds into this one. Bowers to the wing it goes. Here's a three that's going to go up. That bounces off the rim, and Kimmett rebounds. Pace is pretty frantic, Scott.
I was just ready this comment. I was just waiting to kind of finish something. The state, if they want a shot clock, I don't think it'll matter in this game.
Into the lane. Runner in the lane. Nope on the shot by Grotehouse. Olivia. Here's a pass ahead. Little. And her three. Splash. Shawnee Little makes a Northwest Ohio Recycling and three-point field goal. They're in Pandora paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, and scrap cars. 419-384-3392. Here's a three that goes up. Right back at you.
And Mark, we talked about tempo. A lot of teams in the area don't want to play this fast, but I think both teams, they're okay playing this pace.
Bowers gets a high screen. The pass goes in the lane to Brown. She spins the lane. It's blocked from behind. We'll get free throws.
Caitlin Kimmett just got a little piece of the arm. Brown did such a good job how quickly she squared up and got to the rim. That was impressive. She reverse pivot, squared up, and seen the lane and got to the rim.
These are Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. The first one goes for Brown. Here's the second one. And then she goes to shoot number two. Megan Horstman winner of the game, the 5'4" senior. 6-3 early on, Nubians. Second free throw. That one also is good. in their 58-54 win over Clear Fork in the semifinals. And here's a run to the rim, shots long. Rebound comes to Grant. Started to say Brown had 14, that was close. Here's another three that's gonna go up. Back to the rim, Kimmett rebounds.
I don't know if she was all the way across, but
yeah, it was close,
the speed of this game, though, you can't fault it in real time. Good hustle by Megan. Just didn't get there in time.
First Nubian substitution was Mayaja Harris. And coming in for the Titans will be number 23. That's Greta Liebrich. You better have a bench today at the pace they're going.
Absolutely, and both teams use their bench a lot, and they get players in, and you have to with this pace. You get tired. You're late getting back one time, it's going to be an easy basket.
Walking the ball up the course is Janiyah Bauer. She had 20 the other night in their win, including 4 3-point field goals. She goes off glass and scores. She's got 4 in the game. Excuse me, that's her first basket. She has 2 in the game.
She does a good job of going right and left. The Titans just got to keep her in front.
Horseman, bounce pass, Erford, into the lane goes Carson. Her jumper is short. Rebound goes to Kimmett in the corner. She tries to fight it inside and ripped away that time by Little. This is Harris, who just entered a moment ago.
Quick athletic hands.
Another three out of the corner. That one's long. Rebound on the backside, however, by Harris. To Bowers, and they will reset.
Notice there's not really anybody in the post. They're cleaning out, keeping it out so they can drive. Carson Herford taking a charge.
Yes, she did. Took him a while to decide.
Yeah.
Aries Grant gets called for the foul. That's the correct call, but it took him a while to figure it out.
Yeah, and good job by Carson to step in front. You're right, moving her feet, cutting off that angle. Great job. Good defense by Carson.
Carly Brinkman will re-enter. Coach Yant has played 5 here in the opening quarter. Brinkman will be the point guard right now. To the wing she goes. Stolen. Here goes Little the other way.
Oh, nice little fake. Good job by Greta to get her hand in there. Oh, yes, good hustle.
Super job that time by Greta Liebrich.
Yeah, great. Got her hand in there, and then she didn't give up on the play mark. She kicked it off the Nubian for out of bounds. Coach Yant's going to call timeout here. Nope. Yep.
Yes, he is.
30 seconds.
That's Metzger Financial Services timeout. 3:48 to go in the quarter. You're watching high school tournament basketball on WOSN. Timeouts today are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. And our scoreboard today is brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort style live into your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. And that scoreboard shows Africentric at 9, Ottawa-Glandorf at 3.
I think Titans got to settle in a little bit, Mark. They're getting shots, but they're just kind of rushing it because I think they're just not quite adjusted to the speed and the athleticism for Africentric. So the Titans just need to slow themselves down. They're getting shots. You just got to slow yourself down and put them in. Good drive.
Oh, wonderful drive, and a pass ends up in the hands of Olivia Groothouse, and she finishes.
Yeah, good job. See, they can do it. It's just Carly got in there, and Liv was wide open, made a great cut. Titans can feast on that.
There's a long three. It's going to go up by Harris. Back to the rim, no. Rebound from Little on the other side. She takes a deep three. Shawnee Little has 2 Northwest Ohio recycling 3-point field goals in the opening quarter.
And there's that offensive rebound that comes into play, and it leads to 3 points. Good job by Megan to cut to the basket.
Megan Horseman scores off glass, her first basket.
Again, that's what you got to do to pressure, Mark. When they're playing, you got to cut back door. You got to keep cutting and make them guard you. Get them on your hip like Megan did and got to the rim.
Titans have gone to a zone.
It's like a 3-2.
See if that slows this offense down a little bit. Ball batting in the backcourt. Olivia Groothouse to the rim, and she scores. And that will cause an Africentric timeout. 2:36 to go, opening quarter. You're watching high school tournament basketball, WOSN. Each team has now called a Metzger Financial Services timeout. The Nubians take this one as their lead is dropped to a 12-9 lead. And they will inbound to basketball.
This little bit of change in defense kind of confused the Nubians there for a bit. Titans back to man-to-man.
Okay, you're going to talk about attacking our zone. We'll go man-to-man against you.
Right, yeah.
On the wing is Bowers. He's going to get a high screen from Brown. Step back shot for her. Bounces off the rim, and hustling after the rebound is Roadhouse. And we're going to get a foul. Good play that time by Olivia Roadhouse.
Yeah. She didn't really box out, but she went and found the ball. That's a good thing. She stepped to it. And
Janiyah Brown will get her first foul. Wing pass goes to Roadhouse. Horstman, top of the circle. Hagen Horstman looks. Finally gives it to Brinkman. To the corner goes. Erford for three. It's a bit hard. And Kimmett and Horstman are both inside and knock the ball away from each other. As Kaylin Roadhouse re-enters. .146 to go in our opening quarter. Faith Martin will hand the basketball off to Janiyah Bowers. Janiyah goes wing. Martin, she's already hit a little, she's already hit a pair of threes. Scramble for the loose ball, yes it is. There's a trap down inside. Brickman strips it loose. Bounce pass, Erford. Carson hustles after her own rebound. There's a pass in the lane, another good pass. Super assist from Brickman. Ends up in Grosshouse hands for 6 points for her.
good cut by Carly to get in there, square up, draw the defense, and give up a good shot for a better shot. What great unselfish team basketball.
At one point it was 9-3. Titans have got back in it, cut it to 1. Square up by Brown. She hands off to Harris. And this ends up with Janiyah Bowers. Cross-court pass, Faith Martin. You know what? It's a little loud in here, Scott.
Yes, yeah, it is. These block walls sure help, don't they?
Here's another three, short this time.
Oh.
Kimmett for three, short, rebound. Janiyah Brown.
I think the place would have been, roof would have came off that on one end.
And the pull-up jumper in transition, that will go to Janiyah Bowers. She's got 4 in the opening quarter.
Ball went out of bounds through the door. They probably should put some time on the clock here. 3 seconds back on the clock.
Back to the noise factor.
Yeah.
This is an older building. It's solid concrete walls, and the walls, and the sound just bounces off of them in here. Of course, the OG faithful making a lot of that racket right now as they cut the lead to 1, and now it's at 3.
Yeah, and you know what? As a player, you kind of enjoy that, right? You feed off the energy, and the OG Titans feed off the energy of their fans, and when this place is loud, that's a great thing. But, you know, as a coach, when it's so loud, it's very difficult to...
Well, Coach Yant would like to have some time put back on the clock because the ball was not at the disposal of his team to enter when it rolled out into the hallway. So let's see if the officiating crew chooses to make that decision.
I think they got 3 seconds because I thought he walked over. I thought I seen 3 fingers up there. They were going to put 3 seconds.
So take a little bit of time while we analyze that, and we're going to say it'll stay at .7. The pass will go to Erford. She'll catch it and throw it, and it's the backboard. An exciting opening quarter. Africentric will take a 14-11 lead to the first quarter break. You're watching high school tournament basketball, WOSN. We're back at Ridgedale. Our scoreboard today is brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring the resort style living in your backyard every day with luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor.
It's like the Nubians coming out with maybe a 2-3 zone, trying to maybe cut down on some of that penetration by the Titans.
Shawnee Little has 6 in the opening quarter to lead the Nubians. Groothuis has 6 to lead the Titans. Here's that 2-3 zone. Pull-up jumper. That basket goes for Kaylin Groothuis. Kaylin's got 5 in the game now. It's a 1-point Nubian lead.
You know, to be honest with you, Mark, I think the Titans are more comfortable going up against that 2-3 zone than they are against man-to-man. I mean, they look pretty comfortable right there. They got right in their set, and they knew exactly what to do.
Here's the Titans. They jumped into 2-3 this time. Showed it a little bit earlier. Coming off a screen is Bowers into the lane. Good rebound. Good strength that time by Kimmett. She ripped the basketball away from Javonna Brown, and Javonna gets called for her first foul. Shows what the weight room will do for you.
Yeah.
Kaylin Groothuis. To the wing it goes. Horseman. Swing it around. Baseline move. Pull-up jumper. And the rebound ends up in the Nubians' hands. They're going to go away with numbers the other way.
Oh, God.
Scramble for the loose ball, and
still scrambling down there.
Yes, they are. The arrow will stay with Africentric. Said it many times, Scott, the regional final is the hardest game to win. Everybody wants to play in the state tournament, and you can't if you can't win this one. Oh, inside pass. Shot goes a little bit long, but it's rebounded by Little on the backside, and she's fouled. Everybody wants to win this game, and if you don't, you can't play in the state tournament. You're quality competition.
Yes.
Yep.
And the officials, to their credit, most regionals officials let the players decide the game.
This will be Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's famous recipe chicken, their home style happens here. Shawnee Little has made a pair of 3-point field goals. She missed the first of her free throws. Greta Liebrick will re-enter the basketball game, as does Carly Brinkman. And we're also going to get a Nubian sub. This will be number 12, Michaela Brody. He is just a 5'9" freshman. That free throw is also a bit long, and Erford rebounds. Titans with a chance to take a lead. Bounce pass, Kimmett inside, skip pass. Erford's going to get a 3-look, short, but the rebound goes inside. That shot was just a bit hard by Liebrick.
Quickly Dak the other end. Both teams got Africentric quickly down the floor, but the Titans, good job of getting all the way back.
Wing pass, Brown. Top of the circle, Little. Here's the lob pass that will go inside to Brown. And that jump shot should be fouled on.
Carly Brinkman, I think, got her a little bit of her elbow, but I was just going to say she's kind of lurking the top of that zone. They got to be very, very, very careful of that reverse pass. They can't just turn and chuck it because she's just baiting them to throw it so she can step in front and get a steal.
Savannah Brown has made a couple of free throws in the opening quarter and makes that one as well, as she makes Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw. Here comes Gracie Lammers into the game. She wears number 10. Kaylin Groothuis will take a break for 5 points. Brown's second free throw. And she has made all 4 of her attempts there today.
Yeah.
The lead goes back to 3. Wing pass. Liebrick, cross-court pass, Lammers. Lammers gets a 3-look. That is short. Rebound, Little.
With a run.
And a run out. Oh, the shot will be missed, though, by Bowers. Fight for the rebound, and
jump ball, straight to the Titans.
This time the arrow will favor Ottawa-Glandorf.
Yeah. Titans kind of got lucky there. They didn't get back for the first time all game, I'm thinking, Mark. But you know, they got lucky and didn't make the layup, and they got the jump ball on the offensive rebound. So Titans dodged a bullet on that one.
Erford on the wing. Kimmett inside. Turnaround jump shot for her is short. The rebound comes to Brody. Bowers pushes the ball to midcourt and stops to see what the zone looks like.
Yeah, I do like the shot by Kimmett, but I think she's just fading a little bit, and that's why everything's short. And again, I think she's doing that because she has to get away from the pressure. She's got to go straight up, straight down.
Here's a three that's going to go up. Battle for the rebound. Herford hits Lammers. You don't typically want to save one right there, but she did a good job with it. Herford inside, and she will be fouled.
Again, we touched on it Wednesday night about how strong she is with the ball and in the low post. She just got through, and she wasn't going to be denied. I'd like to see her get maybe a shot. Yeah,
she's really tired, and she thought, "Oh, I needed a break." And coach said, "Up, I'm not subbing for you."
Right.
So she's going to stay in the game.
See if the Titans can get her on the low block. I think that's where she can score a lot because she's so strong and so hard to defend down there.
Good pass inside. Unable to score inside, though, was Liv Groothouse. We'll go the other way. Three minutes gone here in quarter number 2. Titans have stayed in zone this quarter.
Yeah, Africentric got to be careful. The Africentric sending someone low, but Charlie gets in there and knocks that one away.
Kimmett, skip pass to the corner it goes. Groothouse, free ball. A bit long, and the rebound will come to Brody. In trouble, finally finds an open player to Harris on the far side of the court. Harassed by Erford, who hit it.
Yep.
Good defensive play. Liv Groothouse set that up. Here comes number 10, Jayona Overby into the basketball game. She will be the 8th newbie into play.
Good job by Groothouse. She anticipated that reverse pass, cut in front. She didn't get the ball, but she forced the turnover. Great recognition.
Carson Erford gets a break.
I think the
much deserved one.
Yeah, I think the Nubians, I think, are going. I thought it looked like a box and one kind of, but then they morphed back into this 2-3.
Kimmett on the perimeter. Pass is stolen. We're headed the other way with Overby. Wing pass to Bowers. Into the lane goes Bowers. Her runner bounces in. Janiyah Bowers has 6 in the game. The lead goes to 5. Groothouse right to the rim, and an and-one opportunity. Groothouse has 8, looking at 9. As she will get Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's famous recipe chicken for home style happens here.
Titans' first free throw of the game. Liv's doing such a good job. She's catching the ball, Mark, and catching squared up, going right to the rim and say, "Stop me if you can."
And so far, they have not.
No, they haven't. They turned it over.
Here's a steal.
Yes.
Erford. She goes into the lane. Little pull-up jumper for her is hard. The rebound comes to Overby.
Carson just kind of upset with herself because she normally makes that. She's just kind of struggling a little bit offensively. She'll get it together.
Deep three, no. Rebound, backside, Overby. Bowers has a teammate open inside, but Erford got back in time. Janiyah Bowers, comes a screen from Grant. Erford had that one measured. She forced a turnover.
8th by my count.
It was going to be a live ball turnover, and she was headed the other way.
She sure was.
Caitlin Kimmett re-enters. She replaces Madison McKee. Kaylin Groothouse. Liv Groothouse on the wing. Horstman.
kind of playing that. One did not let you reverse it, and one not let you go baseline, and Liv's doing a good job of splitting those two defenders there on the side, so maybe they can get it over and she can split them again, just like her sister did right there.
Her shot was a bit hard,
yes.
However, we'll go the other way with Bowers.
Titans kind of find something a little bit on that right side.
That one's poked loose. Really good defensive play by Caitlin Grothaus. Erford, pass inside, it gets knocked out of bounds. And it will go to the Nubians.
The Titan faithful didn't like that one, but I think that was a good call.
I agree.
He was right on it, and he's right. It did go off the Titan. I know the Titan faithful probably aren't going to be happy with that, but I think he made the right call. From up here at our vantage point, it looked like he made the right call.
Holly Brinkman re-entered the basketball game at the dead ball. Liv Grothaus on top. She's matched up out front with Martin. Pass to Grant on the wing.
Titans switching it to man here.
Almost another steal. There's a jumper out the corner, it's blocked. Liv Grothaus knocks it out of bounds.
Good close by Liv, right? She closed out with high hands and got there. Blocked the shot out of bounds. Good defense by Liv Grothaus.
1:41 to go in the second. Pull-up jumper, baseline. That one was going to go for Bowers. She's got 8 in the game. And the lead goes back to 5. Erford, top of the circle. Kimmett on the wing. Cut inside. Grothaus shot, missed that time. The rebound comes to Caitlin Grothaus. Erford's going to get a 3 look. Splash. Carson Erford's first 3-point field goal. They're brought to you today by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora. Paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, scrap cars, 419-384-3392.
And you know, Mark, a lot of times the best 3 is when it comes out from the inside out, is usually get your shoulders square and knock it down. And Carson was right in the right spot. They put it right on her hand. She knocked it down. See if the Titans can finish out this quarter with a stop here.
Very active defensive hands for the team wearing white today. And there's another example. Kimmett knocks it out of bounds.
Good job by her to, go between her defender and the basketball and knock it out of bounds. You know, that's such a lost art anymore. A lot of them want to go to their player, and she did a good job to go up top. Probably work on that.
Martin comes off a screen, hands off to Bowers. 21 seconds to go. Nubians would like last shot of quarter 2. To the corner it goes. There's a 3 that's going to go up. She got another one. Shawnee Little has 9, all from the 3-point line today. And she makes a Northwest Ohio Recycling 3-point field goal. Titans last shot. Kimmett from the corner. Short. And that will bring the first 16 minutes to close. The Africentric Nubians will take a 23-18 lead to the break. You're watching high school summer basketball, WOSN. Halftime at Ridgedale. No timeouts in the second quarter. Our timeout sponsor today is Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Scott Magg, you've kept some stats in the opening half. What do those numbers tell you?
Yeah, here first for the visitor Africentric Nubians. They were 3 of 11 from threes for 27%, 5 of 11 for twos for 45%, 4 of 6 from the foul line for 66%, 5 offensive rebounds, 11 defensive rebounds, and 9 turnovers for the Titans. They were 2 of 10 from threes for 20%, 6 of 18 for 33%, 0 from 1, which kind of sticks out to me, Mark, because OG was attacking the rim, but they've only got to the foul line once to the Nubians 6. So that's a stat that kind of looked to the Titans to maybe think about, hey, we need to get to the rim and get fouled. Also 5 offensive rebounds for the Titans, 8 defensive rebounds, and 7 turnovers. So if you add this all up, Titans are shooting 28%. The Nubians are shooting 36%. Kind of a close game. Score represents that 23-18. I think the difference of it is Africentric is getting to the line a little bit more, and they got a few more defensive rebounds compared to the Titans, and
You know, they turned it over a couple more times. So I think the Nubians are just a little bit more aggressive than the Titans right now. We'll look to see if the Titans make that adjustment at halftime and coming out and see if they become the aggressors, because I think by the stats and everything that I've seen, in my mind, I'm thinking the Nubians were just a little bit more aggressive than the Titans.
Africentric was quarter scores of 14 and 9 for their 23. They're led in scoring by Shawnee Little. She has 9, all from the three-point line. Janiyah Bowers has 8. Ottawa-Glandorf, quarter scores of 11 and 7. They got 8 from Liv Groothouse in the opening half. They got 5 from Kaylin Groothouse. Second half action coming up right after this. You're watching high school tournament basketball, WOSN. About ready for third quarter action here at Ridgedale. Our scoreboard sponsor today is Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Nobody had any foul trouble in the opening half, Scott. I think everybody has one if you have a foul at all.
Yeah, again, we talked about the officiating. They're doing a great job. Really, you know, as a coach, and maybe you were the same way when you coached, if you didn't know the officials, I think they did a great job.
I agree.
We didn't really notice them. I think the Titans fans complained about one call, and I think, and me personally, I think the official got it right. So I think they're doing a great job. You know, you talk about less fouls. I think it's just that clean of game played by both teams.
It will be Nubian basketball as we start quarter number 3, and they will have a 5-point lead. And the inbounder will be Aries Grant. And we are ready for the third 8-minute stanza. Basketball comes inbounds to Janiyah Bowers. Titans showing man, and going to start out with a steal, and well, I guess we did not have a steal. We had a foul from behind. That will go against Carly Brinkman. That will be Carly's second of the game.
Ooh.
Scramble for the loose ball, 10 seconds in.
Good anticipation by Carly. I think maybe the official behind seen the arm go out, and she did have it out.
That's what he called. He said she kind of chicken-winged right there. That was his call.
But I think she made the right read. Ooh, Liv got one there.
Absolutely.
Just missed it.
Bowers picks her up. This is Little with those 3 three-point field goals. Now she heads to the rim. Scott goes up. That's her first 2-point goal of the game, and she's got 11. The lead grows to 7. Kimmett in the corner, bounce pass inside. Up strong, a little bit hard. And in the battle for the rebound, it comes to Faith Martin.
It's got to get back. That's kind of how the first half started, with Caitlin Groothouse just a half step late and kind of got on the side bump and they called a foul. Kind of the same thing how the game started, Mark.
Caitlin Groothouse will pick up her second foul. And we're not a minute into this when the Titans already have 2 team fouls. Grant tried to get in, could not get past Erford. Almost a steal out top. And because it's tipped, it's not over and back.
Good call by the official.
Bowers pressured. And now it goes to Martin on the wing. Ball's poked loose. And that will be a foul. That one also will go to Caitlin Groothouse, and now she has 3.
And I don't think the reach was the foul, Mark. I think she got it with her body because she had to go through to get it. And unfortunately for her, that's her 3rd foul.
Yes, Megan Horstman hops up off the bench very quickly to replace Groothouse with those 3 fouls. Bowers into the lane, spins, left-handed shot, misses. Rebound comes to Carly Brinkman.
Good move, he just didn't get above the rim.
Horstman's going to get a 3 look. Megan's shot is long, but she throws it right back inbound to Erford. And Carson scores her points 4 and 5.
That might be exactly what the Titans need to get her started with her 14-point average. They're going to need a lot more than that from her.
Grant, top of the circle. To the wing it goes. Step back shot, short. Battle for the rebound. It's tipped out of bounds, and it was tipped out of bounds by Janiyah Bowers. And it'll be Titan basketball.
There's a good box out there by Megan Horseman. So the only way that she could get that is to go over her back and tip it out of bounds, and that's what happened. But good job by Megan. Wouldn't let her get to the rim.
Herford, a little point guard action. Ball goes to the wing to Horseman. And on top of the circle to Carly Brinkman. Horseman, wing. Step inside jumper, bounces around long. Rebound comes to Brown. And Shawnee Little. Off a screen to the rim she goes. And she's got another basket. She's turned into an offensive machine here.
Yeah.
13 points for her. She had just 7 in a row semifinal win.
Yeah, and she scored the first half from the three-point line.
Yeah.
Now she's kind of like sizing them up and getting by them going to the rim.
Herford shots a little bit long from the three-point line and Little rebounds. 7-point lead. Nubians trying to build on that. Pass inside, stolen by Kimmett. Good anticipation, Caitlin.
Yeah. Good job of getting in front and taking that one away.
Pass inside, Kimmett spins in the lane. Caitlin Kimmett goes off glass.
Nice shot, good cut. Trifecta there, right, Mark? She got the steal,
yes.
She got the great cut, rewarded herself with a basket.
And that's her first basket of the game.
Nice.
Good wing pressure that time from Carly Brinkman to knock it out of bounds.
Yep, and again, she did a good job. This time she didn't push off with her opposite hand, right? She cut it just a little step closer to the basketball. That's her probably shooting a layup.
Bowers.
She's going to get one of those because she's been awful close.
She really has. She's right on top of that. Martin, top of the circle. To the wing it goes. Little, pass inside, goes to Brown. Strip loose. Titans with the basketball. Here's a long pass ahead. Megan Horseman to the rim. The shot was blocked. Here comes Shawnee Little in a hurry. Step back three, short, but the rebound comes inside, and that shot was short by Brown, and then she's going to get a foul, I think she did.
Yeah, she did.
Her second foul of the basketball game. And halfway through the quarter, it's a 5-point lead. Just like it was at halftime. Brinkman, Horseman. Erford steps in. There's a three. That goes long, but Erford rebounds on the backside. Carson spins into the lane. Her shot's a bit hard. Titans keep scrambling for loose balls. Erford again for three this time. Battle for the rebound. It comes away to Shawnee Little. Faith Martin.
Good decision by her to slow it down and run some offense. Kind of been a little helter-skelter there a few possessions.
A runner in the lane bounces out. The rebound's a bit short from Grant. And here comes OG the other way. Brinkman spins in the lane, stolen. Here's Little, and she lost the ball.
Yeah, I was going to just kick.
It was kicked.
Kimmett, I don't know if she did that on purpose, but she kind of got her foot in the way and got a kick there. Carly likes to do that spin move where she attacks you and spins. Got to be very careful with the quickness of the Nubians that can spin around and kick the ball away from her.
Liv Grodehouse will enter. Carson Erford gets a break. Liv has 8 in the game to lead the Titans in scoring. And going to the rim and going off glass was Bowers, and she's got 10 in the game.
Yeah, she kind of stutter stepped because I think she was surprised. She hadn't really been to the rim much this game, and I think she was surprised how wide open she was.
3-point attempt, nope. Battle for the rebound. This one goes to Brown.
Work some clock here.
Wing pass, Harris, top of the circle, Bowers. Grant trying to get to the rim. She spins in the lane. Kimmett rebounds. Brinkman measures things. Caitlin Kimmett. Brinkman gets another 3 look. That one's hard. Kimmett battles for the rebound, and it was going to be originally secured by Brown.
Megan. Wow. To get her hands in there, that was tough, aggressive, hard-nosed defense. Tell you, Megan, she'll go one through the wall for the Titans.
If effort put points on the board, the Titans would be in great shape. They just can't get shots to drop for them.
I know. Carly's had 3 wide-open shots in the same spot. Just can't get one to fall.
This is Carly Brinkman right here. Urford inside.
This is why I learned to see her.
And Urford spin move and scores.
I like that. Her getting to the low post. They can't stop her down there. She's too strong.
Carson Urford has 7 in the game. The lead is 5 with 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Little. She wanted to load that one up. Horseman got to her in a hurry. Her shot. It's tipped. It was tipped, and it will stay with the Nubians.
It's crazy, Mark, but every call is how one side of the gym is not happy no matter what.
Little looks to inbound. Bounce pass goes inside and to the lane, and rolling a shot in is Bowers. She's got 12 now.
Starting to heat up a little bit, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She's got 12. She's got 4 in the quarter.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to be is her attacking the rim. She's really being very aggressive going to the basket.
Carson Urford gets a shot blocked, and we're going to get a travel call go against her.
She came down with the ball there. I think it's a good call.
Yep.
Carson just forced that one a little bit.
And we are going to get an Ottawa-Glandorf Metzger Financial Services timeout. Back in a moment, you're watching high school tournament basketball WOSN. Timeouts brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. No 3-point field goals in the quarter, but our 3-point sponsor is Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora. Paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, scrap cars. 419-384-3392. OG takes their second time out of the game.
Yeah, I think Titans need to hit one of those threes and kind of knock the cover off this zone. They're really kind of packing it in, just daring the Titans to make one of the threes. They've been kind of struggling for them. I count they're 2 of 11. Titans need a couple of those to go in.
Brown tries to spin, Bowers tries to spin into the lane, and that will be the 4th team foul on OG of the quarter, and will be the 2nd foul on Liv Groothouse.
That action's kind of been played all night. I think both sides were interested on that call, but nonetheless, Titans got to adjust and give them a step and see what happens.
Bowers, she's going to get a screen from Brown. Harris comes off the screen to the lane. She goes, and her shot will roll in. Nayaja Harris' first basket of the game. It's a 9-point lead.
Titans allow the Nubians get to their strong hands.
Megan Horseman will go to the rim. And Urford gets a 3 that bounces around. Kimmett rebounds. That won't go. Brinkman gets a 3 out of the corner. That's long, and they stay on the glass with Groothouse. Brinkman gets another 3 look. That one won't go. Groothouse rebounds again. Clock winding down. Urford's got to get a shot up. She does at the buzzer. That's short. A big quarter for the Africentric Nubians. They will take a 33-24 lead to the fourth. You're watching high school tournament basketball on WOSN. We're ready to start 4th quarter action here from Ridgedale. Our scoreboard sponsor today is Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living in your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. No free throws in quarter number 3. Our free throw sponsor today is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. It's a 10-6 quarter for the Nubians, and they will take a 9-point lead to the 4th.
Yeah, Titans just need to get one of those threes to fall. Once they see it, they'll be okay. Playing hard, just got to get a couple shots to fall, right, Mark? Yeah, playing a great job defensively, just not being able to put the ball in the basket right now.
This bounce pass goes into the backcourt to Martin. Megan Horstman has her. And Megan Horstman will be called for a foul. It'll be Megan's first. And Coach Yant trying to get an official nearby to discuss life, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Right. I think we're relying on the negative energy. That might have been close to over and back because I think she caught that in the front court.
It was really close,
yeah.
That is for sure. Grant with the basketball.
Nubian's not really in any hurry. Look at Titans to double. That was a good play. Can't leave
Little
her.
for three. Battle for the rebound, the backside, and able to score uncontested is Brown. She's got 6 in the game. And it goes to 11. Baseline jump shot, bounces out. Kimmett rebounds on the backside. Bounce pass, Grotehouse. Liv Grotehouse has 10 on a good feed.
Yeah. And kind of what she's done all night, she's always cutting to the rim, getting herself easy a basket.
Each team with a basket in the quarter, so the lead's at 9. Bowers,
nice pass
inside. That certainly was a good pass.
It was.
And the ball ends up in the hands of Javonna Brown, and she draws a foul. And we will get Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. That foul will go to Megan Horstman. She has 2 in the game.
And just a half second short on the rotation.
Javonna Brown has been very good at the free throw line today as she is 4 for 4. Make it 5 for 5.
You know what, I think again, I don't want to jinx her, but I don't know if she's hit the rim in any one of those 5s that she's made.
She's been dead solid, hasn't she?
Ball doesn't get much arch, but it gets nothing but the net when she makes it.
It has been effective for her. And that one also line drives in. It's 37-26. Erford, bounce pass in the lane. Brinkman back to Erford. Looking for a hole in the zone. Erford into the lane. Kimmett gets a 3 look. Bounces out, and the rebound tracked down by Grant in the corner. To Shawnee Little. Faith Martin. Grant headed to the rim. Shot goes up and line drives it in. Aries Grant has her 3rd and 4th points of the game, and it goes to 39-26. And we're going to get a turnover. .6:02 to go in the game. Little finally finds Grant, gets it back. She makes a pass inside and a muscle shot that goes up and in. Give that one to Brown. She's got 9 in the game now. That 3 misses. Erford hustles after it.
Oh, good hustle. Shawnee really Brown, wow. Get her hands in there. That was great hustle by her. Erford had it.
Titans trailing by 15.
You know, I think a little bit here, they're trying to get all those points back in a hurry, and there's a step-in 3. That was a good shot.
A good shot that doesn't go, and Janelle Bowers rebounds. Another pass inside. That short jumper goes, and Brown has another basket. She's got 12 in the game.
What's happening is missed 3s are leading to layups and 2 points on the other end. Let's make one.
And a much-needed 3-point field goal. That will go for Carly Brinkman. Her first basket of the game. It was 43-26, almost a steal. Good hustle play.
Travel.
Yes, that's a good call.
That's the right call. That was a great call by the official there. He's right. Senior slide her feet a little bit. That's a heck of a call.
And we are going to get an Ottawa-Glandorf timeout. 5:04 to go. The Metzger Financial Services timeout. You're watching high school tournament basketball, WOSN. Our three-point field goal sponsor today has been Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, scrap iron, and scrap cars. You can call 419-384-3392. And this is a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Helping you plan your financial future, call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. OG has taken their third timeout of the game, but will be their basketball out of bounds.
Well, Titans need to put the ball in the basket and get into some sort of press or something to maybe force a few turnovers. The Nubians have 13 on the game. Just got to knock the ball in the basket.
Erford flashes the lane and the ball just won't go down for the Titans right now. Scramble for the loose ball.
She's gonna be out of bounds. Yep, that's a good call.
That was a good call. Shawnee Little was out of bounds as they tussled for the basketball.
She sure was. Nubians kind of going to man-to-man. Nope. Still in that zone.
Caitlin Kimmett.
Kind of morphed into a man.
And good hands on the basketball. Who hit it out of bounds?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, nice defensive play by Brown. And we're out of bounds off of Titan.
Her wingspan is causing problems. I tell you, she's got long arms and she's had a lot of deflections here, Mark.
Here comes the Titans full court press. Pass gets inbounds to Little, and the third foul of the quarter that will go against OG. The foul will be on Megan Horstman. That will be Megan's third. She joins Kaylin Grothaus in that category. Bowers inbounds. Little throws it head to Bowers. She goes right to the rim, overshot it. Grant rebounds though, and Kimmett rebounds. Kaylin Grothaus, Carson Erford. Grothaus gets a three look out of the corner. Megan Horstman rebounds, and that won't go. Titans going to trap.
Way to come back for the ball was Martin.
It was. Move in the lane, a runner in the lane. That one goes for Bowers. She's got 14 in the game now. Grothaus lost it on the end line.
Titans just right now trying to do a little bit too much. Got to work the ball a little bit and maybe get a steal. I think they got to have some success. They're really pressing hard, trying to get back in this game.
Ball comes inbounds to Janiah Bowers. Little. Shawnee throws it into the corner to Martin. Martin gets a three look. Rebound to Carson Erford. Numbers, Titans. Grothaus goes to the rim and overshot it under pressure. Little motors all the way down. She does, and she bounce passes to Aries Grant, who scores her fifth and sixth points. Carson Erford goes to the rim and will draw contact. Yes, it was.
Good job by her to go hard to the rim. Right, stop you if you can.
Free throw sponsor, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, home style, happens here. Carson Erford has 7 points in the game. And now 8. That is just the second Titan free throw of the game and the first one they've made. Niaja Harris entered the basketball game. She wears number 2 for the Nubians. Erford makes both free throws. Pressure. Bowers gets it over midcourt. Little into the lane. Her runner goes up and bounces out, but Grant rebounds. Stick back Aries Grant. She's got 8. She's got 6 all in the quarter. Grotehouse for three. Hard, tipped around. Brinkman rebounds. Erfurt for three. That one goes. Carson Erfurt's got 12 in the game now. Cuts it to 15-point lead with under three to go.
Good job by Carson.
It was, and we are going to get an Africentric timeout with 2:46 to go in the game. You're watching high school tournament basketball on WOSN. Africentric has taken their second Metzger Financial Services timeout. They do so with a 15-point lead. They will have sideline out of bounds in front of the OG bench. Shania Bowers will be the inbounder. To Shawnee Little.
Ooh, great spot to trap. That's good. Good job
with a steal.
Yeah.
Brinkman's going to get a three out of the corner. That one's a bit hard, and Grant rebounds. Another good look that just doesn't go.
Yeah.
Little dribbles to the baseline where she's doubled up.
And a timeout.
And her coach will take her third Metzger Financial Services timeout. This one's just 25 seconds after the last one. It's one of those bail you out type timeouts.
And it was a great call by her because she knew, and she's not happy because she's talking about stay off the sideline. I could just see her right now. She get the ball reversed, keep it up high, make ball fakes. I can just see her in the huddle. That's great basketball awareness and trying to tell her teammates, you can't dribble into traps. That's the problem. They've been dribbling and trapping, just throwing the ball away.
The winner of this game will play in the state semifinals March 8th at 7 p.m. Unknown at this time who they will play and where that will be at. The state finals for Division 5 are March 15th at 10:45 in the morning at the University of Dayton. Into the trap. And cross-court pass, it goes to Grant. Titans scrambling, trying to make something happen. Foul. Oh, the shot goes up inside. Brown's got another one. She's got 14.
Yeah.
She's got 10 in the quarter, Scott.
And all she's doing is running to the ball and going to the rim.
Erfurt's shot is short. Shania Bowers rebounds. Pass inside. And that one doesn't go. This time Kimmett rips the rebound down and will go the other way. Brinkman tries to throw it to traffic. Shawnee Little ends up with the basketball. Here's Faith Martin head of the pack. Her shot misses thanks to Kimmett's pressure. I'm looking to see what the call is.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a foul. Yep.
It will. Shawnee Little will pick up her second foul with 1:32 to go in this one. Megan Horseman will re-enter as Coach Yant calls a timeout. 1:32 to go in this one. You're watching high school tournament basketball on WOSN. You can stream the WSN channel anytime, anywhere for only $8 per month. Download from Roku or Apple TV or sign up at app.wsn.tv. Coach Yant has taken his fourth timeout. The Nubians have taken three. They have two remaining on the board. The arrow favors Ottawa-Glandorf. 3 team fouls. Ottawa-Glandorf 2 for Africentric. Megan Horseman, penetration dribble. That ball is tipped loose. Grotehouse gets it back.
Titans are just, the long arms of the Nubians are just causing havoc.
A backside rebound goes into the hands of Liv Grotehouse, and she will draw contact and get to go to the free throw line for Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
Good for the Titans because they can score without the clock moving. Not out of it yet, but they need a lot of help.
Now AJ Harris, first foul of the game. Her team's third of the quarter. Free throw bounces a bit short by Liv Grotehouse, 71% free throw shooter. She's got 10 points today.
Kind of contain this second half.
And that high bouncing shot will not go. It is rebounded by Javonna Brown. The pass is stolen. We're headed the other way. Brinkman throws it ahead to Grotehouse. Kimmett's Johnny on the spot, but she lost it. A wild play right here. Numbers for the Nubians.
Ooh, good job by Megan. Good job by Megan to stand your ground, take that charge. What a heck of a play from a senior that's not giving up.
Javonna Brown will pick up her 3rd foul in that offensive foul situation. 1:01 to go in the basketball game. 51-34 Africentric. Inbounds pass. Kaylin Grotehouse. Kaylin pull up 3 that gets blocked out of bounds.
Good defense. Stayed right on her right hand. It's amazing. She knew that she was going to set a 3. Now they're morphing into man-to-man, just staying on them. Knock that one away.
Caitlin Kimmett gets a 3 look. That one will splash in for Caitlin. She has 5 points in the game today. And we're going to get our final timeout by the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans with 46.5 to go in this one. It'd be a 37-51 right now for the Nubians. And they have had a quarter of 18 points this time for 14 for the Titans. It's kind of been that way, Scott. Every quarter is like a 2, 4, 6-point quarter. It's right there, but it's stretched out into this lead.
Right, and again, I think the missed shots have led to easy baskets, and I think the Titans had to play so hard to try to get back in this game, given everything they had, and then when they miss a shot, the Nubians do such a good job of transitioning from defense to offense and led to some easy layups and baskets, and it made a, like you said, 2, 4, 6-point lead to now this 14-point deficit with 40-some seconds left to go. Titans still not giving up, going to keep fighting to the end, because that's how they're made, and that's how they've been bred. So they're not going to give up. So we'll see what happens in the next 40 seconds.
They are out of timeouts now. They can still foul 1 time and not put the Nubians on the free throw line. The pass comes in bounds, and headed up the floor is Bowers. Bounce pass to Grant. Grant's got 10 now. She becomes the 4th Nubian in double figures. Kimmett for 3. Backside rebound, Grotehouse. That won't fall for her. And full court pressure, we get a steal by Grotehouse. She gets a 3 out of the corner. Horseman rebounds, and we're going to get a Nubian foul. That will go to,
I think Megan's going to get 2 shots here.
Shawnee Little will pick up her 3rd foul. And to the free throw line will go Megan Horstman. 60% free throw shooter on the season. She's got 2 points today. Now entering the basketball game will be Gracie Lammers, and she will replace Kaylin Grotehouse, and the senior gets a huge round of applause from her fans. So will Caitlin Kimmett. 4 seniors on this team: Carly Brinkman, Megan Horstman, Caitlin Grotehouse, Caitlin Kimmett, and they have had a wonderful career, Scott.
They have. They've done a lot of good things. Sad part is, you know, everyone's emotional because it's the end, and you know that's where my heart aches for teammates when the end is, because they love it so much and they want to be a part of it. It's the sad part when it ends, and seeing the emotion on all the kids, that just tears me apart.
It does. Calvary Fox will enter for Megan Horstman. The tournament is a great thing, and it's a brutal thing.
Yes, it is, because at the end, there's only one team that's happy in the whole state. That's a killer.
Ball gets over midcourt in the possession of Janiah Bowers, and they're just going to kind of dribble it out. Africentric will move into the state tournament with a 53-38 victory over the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans. Scott and I'm back with a post-game show right after this. You're watching high school tournament basketball on WOSN. We're back at Ridgedale. The Ottawa-Glandorf Lady Titans season is coming to an end. They're receiving their championship or regional championship runner-up medals. Scott, a lot of this game came down to field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and you've got some numbers to prove it.
Yeah, and here's the scary stats. Titans, my unofficial stat, were 5 of 34 from threes for 14%. They're 10 of 33 from twos for 30%. They're 3 of 7 from the foul line for 43%. Put up that shooting 2 and 3% shooting. They shot 22% for the night of the game. They had 18 offensive rebounds, so they were getting it, but they just couldn't put the ball in the basket. 15 defensive rebounds, and they turned it over 13 times. On the other end, Africentric was 3 of 14, right? OG took 20 more threes than Africentric, but Africentric shot 21%. They're 19 of 37 from twos, which are 51%. Add that together, they shot 43% for the game. They're 6 of 8 from the foul line for 75%. 10 offensive rebounds, 25 defensive rebounds, and 16 turnovers. So if you look at the stats, Titans had a heck of a lot more shots. They got to the offensive end. They just couldn't put the ball in the basket tonight. And unfortunately, that's kind of how this game of basketball, it's a cruel thing.
Yep.
You don't put the ball in the basket, you end up losing. And I'm telling you, the Titans can't have nothing to hang their heads about. They played their tails off. They had more defensive rebounds. They forced more turnovers. It's just, I think, they pressed a little bit in that fourth quarter, and a lot of those shots were short because I think they were tired. And Africentric got down and scored some easy basket. They made some nice passes. They had a lot of 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s, 4-on-3s, and they led them to easy 2-point layups, and that's why they shot 51% from twos, and that really hurt the Titans today.
OG will finish 23-1. They were 9-0 in the Western Buckeye League. Quarter scores 11, 7, 6, and 14 for their 38. They got 12 from Carson Erford. They got 10 from Liv Grotehouse today. Africentric will go to 19-7. They had 4 players in double figures today, 2 of them with 14. Janiah Bowers and Javonna Brown each had 14. They got 13 from Shawnee Little and 10 from Aries Grant. Quarter scores for them, 14, 9, 10, and 20. Africentric will move into the state semifinals on March 8th. That will be a 7 p.m. game. We want to thank our sponsors. That will be Ultimate Outdoor Ohio. We look at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Northwest Ohio Recycling, and Metzger Financial Services. I want to thank the athletic director here. That would be Sherry Lynch. Jacob O'Neill did all of our work here at the Ridgeway Dale, and he will take this back to the station, edit it all together. The Ottawa-Glandorf Lady Titans season comes to an end as they accept the regional runner-up trophy. And the season will end with a 53-38 loss to the Africentric Nubians. You've been watching high school tournament basketball in WOSN.